Many years ago, I was at a point in my life where I struggled. I struggled with my my communication, my relationships. I struggled with maintaining calmness in my household. I'm a mother of three. It's busy. I struggled with the job that I had. I had been in that same job for almost 10 years and I was not happy anymore. And I struggled with my marriage in terms of seeing eye to eye with my husband, feeling heard, feeling understood by him, and finding a way to really establish a better sense of respect between us. Um, we had a lot of challenges. We overcame a lot together in terms of our life story, um, but I don't think we really achieved the togetherness that we wanted to achieve. So um, with that, I felt a lot of anger. I felt very alone and many times discouraged. I put a lot of makeup on it to get about life as well as I could, um, because I wanted to give my kids the best that I could give them. A happy home and the birthday parties and the this and the that that children enjoy and deserve to enjoy. So in working with Sarah, she helped me to understand how the first thing I really learned, my first aha moment, was that the work that or the progress I wanted to see really resided with me first. There's no way I could rely on my husband or my life situation to make any progress until I made my own progress as a person, until I looked within, essentially. So um, we started to basically peel the onion one layer at a time and start to see how what experiences from my childhood, what experiences from my younger years, what guilt did I carry, what frustration I did not let go of, um, and also how I didn't prioritize my own desires many times in favor of either my kids or my household in some way. So, in order to really liberate myself and start to self care in a way that really aligned with me, in a way that would give me some level of peace, I I couldn't I couldn't stay calm enough and achieve that calmness that I desperately wanted. That was the first thing I wanted, was to establish a calmness level, because with anger there's no calmness, um, and without that calmness, there's no way to think straight. So that was the first thing for me, and having Sarah there, I was able to find somebody who listened to me and actually understand why I was feeling um, the way I was feeling, and start to give me guidance and start to bounce ideas and help me look at things differently. So it was really giving me a chance to explore myself. Um, so that's not easy work. That's not easy work. Most of us go about life without ever really looking within, but it's worthy work. It may not be pretty and rainbows and unicorns all the time, but it's worthwhile every time, because we through that work with her, I was able to journey and start to embrace other ways, start to understand why I did certain things. So that level of awareness started to really get stronger and stronger. And then, um, especially in my marriage, the goal that we had every time we had a bump on the road, which all marriages do, was to reduce the recovery time. We were challenged with that. It took us sometimes weeks to recover from one of those bumps, but now it can take us a few hours or even a few minutes, because we can start to look eye to eye. So the benefit that I enjoy is that my husband is also a client of Sarah's. So that helps because he's doing his own work and we can work individually and then come together. So after doing this work for the past several months now, we have better communication. We can be authentic with our feelings. We can take a moment and pause and say, well, this is why this hurt. The 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 calmness is restored because I don't have to, I can be myself, but I understand why I feel the way I feel. I also understand why people do what they do without feeling like it's always towards me. One of the things I learned is that people behave in certain ways because of how they feel about themselves. I did it. I probably still do it. I do, to be honest. But it's a process. There's a level of awareness now, so you don't have to feel that it's not normal or something bizarre like that. You just can accept yourself and walk the path. And sometimes you need a moment. I had a moment last week within my coaching session, and Sarah said, you needed it. It's part of the work. Sometimes you feel like you need to have um, a venue for expressing your true deep feelings, um, and it's not easy to do it with your family members or sometimes even your friends. But you talk to Sarah and you can say, okay, I'm going to be completely honest, raw, and and aware of what I feel in every moment. So that way, it's a practice during the coaching session, so that when I'm out there, I'm going to practice whether it's how you feel in your body, to because your body knows, right? So you tend to react physically to a situation. Your heart skips a beat, your belly tightens up, um, or it's how you see yourself, you observe yourself reacting in a particular situation or feeling a certain way that it's not I don't know, not reasonable, or it doesn't make sense in some level. So you have to have a conversation with yourself. That's what I end up doing. I have a chat with myself okay, where is this coming from? This is the overthinker coming in, or the people pleaser coming in. So then I can step back and say, okay, no, I'm going to set the boundaries. I'm going to um, not feel bad about saying no. I'm going to take a moment for myself and be authentic in this situation. So it's a practice, and then the more I practice, the more comfortable I get, and the more whole you become, and the more oh, that didn't make sense. The more whole you become, um, and the more comfortable in your own skin. So, and that all culminates in calmness for me, because I found out about myself that I work best in a calm environment. When I feel calm, things work out. So if my children, as a mother of three, it gets busy. So my children are all over the place, and I have kids who love drama, theater, and arts and music. So they're loud. So I just learned to really embrace it. And so when they're being loud, it's like it's a perfect, beautiful sound to me now. It's um, when things are not perfect in the household, and it's accepting the beauty of the imperfection. So it's a lot of accepting myself and being comfortable with being myself. It's still work in progress. There's no destination to this. It's always going to be a journey, but it's a beautiful one and it's a worthy one. So I'm thankful.